Hey, it's Angela. Yeah, it's been a while since I made a video again. Um, Recently have tried a couple more psychedelics, acid, Molly. Um, just want to give a quick little message on like the 7 deadly sins and you know, some people, I think what we really are is just consciousness in bodies. Like, consciousness is so big and broad that we have divided ourselves into many different life forms and into many different species, things like that. There are obviously other planets and stuff. We can't be the only ones. And if we are, and it's, a simulation, then obviously there's other planets too. But basically, I watched SpongeBob, on these psychedelics, and I realized that we are literally like SpongeBob, like the good intuition. Like the whole theme song is like, "Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain." And it's like basically like the good sense in us that's corrupted by the 7 deadly sins. Like if you look at Patrick, he's sloth. If you look at Mr. Krabs, he's greed, Squidward, etc. If you haven't heard of this theory, look it up on YouTube. Basically, I was watching SpongeBob and Mrs. Puff was in the jail, and like SpongeBob and Patrick kept trying to like get her out of the jail, which I perceived as life, and like tell her like, "Hey, there's a way out, come with us." And like she kept ignoring them, and one of the ways she ignored them was by drinking water. And then like when she was finally ready to leave, the guards threw her back in the jail and was like, "Here, like, you're crazy and shit. You need to be in the jail longer." And then like she ended up in the padded room with SpongeBob, and SpongeBob was like, "Oh, I'm still here." Like, honestly, I realized that life has the 7 deadly sins, and how I think of consciousness is it has two sides. It has good and evil. And like we choose which side we're gonna go on when we die, with our free will. And, I don't know everything, but that's just kind of my theory on it is, like we are in a box. Like life is its own box, and some people look at it as enjoy the ride, and others think, oh no, it's bad, life is bad or whatever. I don't really know how I feel about life, to be honest. Like, do the best you can, like try to avoid sin, like lust is a really hard one too, but just try to avoid it. And like, I think everybody's in our lives for a reason. You stumbled across this video for a reason, like, so do what you will with it. And like, don't, if you feel something in your heart, go with what's in your heart. Because I also realize on doing psychedelics lately too is like you gotta follow your heart. And if you get a message that's like so broad to you, just don't do it again. Like I want to say that I'll never do it again, but I can't say that. But like it just gets to a point where it's like, it's pain to go back to those experiences of like, those like not so good experiences. So my advice is, just watch SpongeBob and try to point out like the weird stuff with the water. Like the government puts shit in our water and our food, to keep us blind. And, like they're constantly lying to us. Nobody really knows the truth. Like honestly, nobody knows, but you can have fractions of the truth, but it's also going to be different because we're all different people. At the same time, the same thing, like we're all consciousness talking to itself all the time. Like I'm looking at this camera and I see Angela Siefner, but like in reality, like that's not what I am. I'm consciousness. And I don't know, just food for thought. I'll leave my email in the description if you guys have any questions, but share your experiences. Like share what you know, what you think because I'm open. I'm open to everything. So, peace.